Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your tarot card reading for June 2024. It is a fantastic big month, everyone. June is huge. We have Jupiter now in Gemini. We have the sun through there. We've got Venus. We've got Mercury racing through. We're going to have the activation of Cancer later on. We've got Mars in Taurus. So there's going to be a lot of activity that goes on. It's going to be a fantastic month to really see progress, to see developments, to see and feel that true sense of hope that these manifestations, that this lifestyle that you are hoping to cultivate is actually and truly possible for you. So I think generally speaking, there are going to be a lot of really wonderful things that happen for the most part. And there's going to be this new sense of revival that kind of rushes through everything. So I think it's going to be a fantastic month. So as you're watching these tarot card readings, you are free to watch for either your sun, moon, or rising sign. However, when I do reference transits, probably the rising sign is going to be the most accurate in terms of house placement. So just keep that in mind. Another really quick little thing, I'm going to be starting to post really short dailies on YouTube. I've already been posting them on Instagram and TikTok, and I just really wanted to incorporate these on YouTube as well. 1 to 2 minute daily astrology, daily tarot card pulls. So if you really want to make sure that you hit those, please make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell so you get the notification every time those get posted. Those will probably get started June 1st. Okay, so just FYI on that. Also, the comprehensive readings, we go really, really in deep in these comprehensive readings every month. We get a whole second reading. So if you want to join for that, you are more than welcome. All the information on how to access those are going to be found on the pinned comment down below. I'll pin a comment there, and you can also find it in the description box too. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you all so much. I love you. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon. Hello, Virgo. Let's go ahead and get started with an animal spirit card, okay? So Virgo, what does Virgo need to know for the month of June? Oh, we have the condor. You're too enmeshed in the situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. Okay, well, that's good advice, just take a step back, not a big deal. All you have to do is just tap into that analytical mind of yours. That's all. We've got beautiful Mercury placement throughout the course of the month, right? Mercury is going to be coming in through Gemini, eventually making its way into Cancer, but he's moving very quickly right now. He'll be making his way up to the sun. Okay, so we have a lot of movement that's going to be happening through Gemini. So tapping into that more analytical mind, thinking about things a little bit more thoroughly, making connections here to here to here to here. That's all going to be on the table for you. And, this is not but I also kind of think that with Jupiter now coming into Gemini, there's going to be a lot of doors opening for Virgo, a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities that you could really be contending with. So before you make your selection, make sure that the opportunities that you're trying to align with are actually aligned with your highest manifestation desires, with your highest values, with your highest, kind of well-being in mind, your health, your financial health, everything. So we don't want to just haphazardly jump into just anything. We want to make sure that we're being smart about it. And this is one of the best things about being a Virgo, right, is that you actually have that superpower. Let's be smart about it. So we're going to be smart about it. Power. It's really your superpower, isn't it? Your power to think things through, your power to compare and contrast, your power to really be able to kind of make these right choices, not only from an intellectual standpoint, but also from an intuitive one as well. One of the massive underrated superpowers of being a Virgo is that intuition and your ability to feel, right? To feel whether or not something is going to be right. Maybe, and as much as we want to be analytical and logical about it, sometimes those little intuitive pings are a little too much to ignore. So if you are feeling those little gnawings at your stomach, you're like, something just doesn't feel right. In spite of my ability to justify and rationalize this, something just doesn't feel right. So if something doesn't feel right, you don't do it. Okay, you just maybe not now. Maybe it's not the time. Maybe it's not the right person, whatever. And it's not shrinking and it's not hiding and it's not fear. It's that you're listening to yourself. All right, maybe that's the validation that you need, is just that you're in tune, okay? You're in tune, like you're good. And I don't know that you need to second guess yourself. And I don't know that you should let anyone else second guess you either. You know, I think, like the words I want to say is like, you're right. Okay. You're right. Whatever it is, you don't need to, like, you're right. Okay. What else? Virgo, Queen of Coins, not three. Queen of Coins. Okay. Okay, look, last month was kind of an interesting reading, right? Because I titled the reading for May, like, Relief, finally. Hopefully you found relief from something. Like, if you were in a circumstance or a situation that just was heavy or a lot, was nipping at your heels, it was kind of just on you, hopefully you found relief from it. I look at this Queen of Coins and I kind of see you in being a really focused, dedicated kind of place, you know? You're just doing your thing, you're building your stuff, you're creating your life, you're doing whatever you need to do. This is a very methodical kind of energy. Queen of Coins, she's not rushed, she's not fast, she's not under pressure. She just sort of does what she does. She keeps her eye on the goal, right? She's looking down at her coin, right? She's looking directly at what she's building. She's looking at what's in front of her. And that's it. You know, she's not overcomplicating things. She's not adding to her plate where she doesn't need to add to her plate. She's just doing what she needs to do in a methodical, almost therapeutic kind of way. And I'm looking at this 10 of Cups and I think, Virgo, that there is a lot of happiness and a lot of joy that you could cultivate throughout Gemini and even on into Cancer seasons, that things just being in your state of joy. I'm not saying things are going to go perfectly or you're not going to come up against obstacles because it's life, but generally speaking, I think Virgo has the potential to just be in a really good emotional place if you choose that. And I do think the 10 of Cups is a choice. It's a choice to see gratitude or to be grateful. It's a choice to have appreciation for things. It's a choice to be in the moment, present, connected with what you're doing. You know, and so if you choose your 10 of Cups and you cultivate it and you find this state of joy and not a fleeting happiness, but kind of this like underlying tone of joy. If you do that, I think you're going to be attracting some incredible stuff. Okay. The Knight of Wands could be a person. So if you're looking for romance, there could be something there. Okay. If you're looking for money, there could be a job opportunity or something there. But the fact of the matter is that this Knight of Wands is very drawn to your energy, very drawn into you. So I don't know, like, we'll hopefully get some more information with the clarifiers or the cards below, but whatever this person is offering you, they really, really want you. So if it is a job, they really want you. If it's a romantic thing, they really want you. If it's if it's money coming to you, it really wants to be with you, Virgo. Like, it's just like you're like this magnet in this moment. Okay, but I also see you being kind of detached from it. Maybe you're like in your little black cat energy a little bit. Okay, kind of aloof a little, the way Virgos can be aloof. Because perhaps maybe you're just so connected and dedicated to what you've got going on that, like, it's kind of like, yeah, well, I mean, of course. Like, yeah, of course the Knight of Wands is trying to come in. I'm in a good place. Now, the Knight of Wands feels like it's something that you want. It doesn't feel like something that you don't want. When I'm looking at this, again, we'll see what more we can get from it, but it doesn't feel toxic. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like, oh, here we go again. Okay, so I don't think this is like your ex coming back or anything like that. I think this is new opportunity. This is new people, new things coming in. Now, you may attract old stuff. You may, but I don't think that's what this is. But you probably are attracting a lot because the 10 of Cups is magnetic. When you're in the 10 of Cups state, people want to be in that 10 of Cups state with you. So sometimes you get butterflies, sometimes you get mosquitoes, okay? So it's just kind of is what it is. But I don't think that this Knight of Wands is a mosquito. I think this is a butterfly. It's something beautiful that you do want. But even if it is wanted, and even if you welcome it and embrace it, I also see you being very detached from it and saying, okay, great, come in, let's do it. Let's make it happen. There's no desperation. There's no like, oh, finally, it just seems right. And this is why that condor spirit, it says, you're too enmeshed in this situation. So step back and see the bigger picture. And I think you are, bigger picture. Knight of Wands is something good. Knight of Wands is profitable. Knight of Wands has promise. Knight of Wands brings abundance and prosperity. It's coming to me. Good. But I'm also not going to attach myself to it in a desperate way. Plain and simple. Okay? Let's see what else. Feeling really protective energy from Virgo right now with that 9 of Wands in the middle. Like, it's like you're available, but not. You're receiving and there's like an input and an output. And I kind of am feeling like these yellow cards here. This is Virgo. You're really coming out very yellow to me right now. So all the earth, you're just really in your earth element. It's just like, not emotionally involved with anything at all. The input is the Knight of Wands. So whatever comes in, like, you will still give, you will still reciprocate. There's a really nice balance going on for Virgo right now. There's a give and a take. But I also do see you being a little protective because maybe, I don't know, are things going well? Are you protective of that 10 of Cups, protective of your peace, protective of your joy? Like, nothing is going to be able to shake you. Nothing is going to be able to rock you. And even if that thing is good, this is what's so weird. Like, because it's not bad. Like, even if this thing is good that comes in, it's still not going to rattle you. It's not going to shake you off your throne or out of your, kind of your, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's not going to shake you out of your center. I'm feeling like Virgo is like this rock, just stable, consistent, persevering, not a lot of peaks and valleys right now. And just, again, it's just like in your power. Wow. Like, yeah, I really think you are in your power right now. You have control over things. You have control over yourself, first and foremost. Things are getting done. Things are being accomplished. Things are coming in. There's movement. There's change. There's transition. There's victory. There's success with the 6 of Wands. See, again, victory and success with the Knight of Wands. This is what I don't think that Knight of Wands is something negative coming in at all. It's just the way you respond to it. Your attitude towards it is so aloof and so detached. It's like the universe is just trying to, like, wow, I don't know. I'm not trying to like stroke your egos or whatever. I mean, I just have to read the cards the way I see them. And when it's a positive reading, it's a positive reading. You're just in a good place. And the universe is like, ooh, let's give Virgo some stuff. Ooh, Jupiter in Gemini, Jupiter over that 10th house cusp. Let's give that to Virgo. Also, Mars in the 9th house coming into Taurus as well. We have that kind of transition going on of 8th house into heavy 8th house, really a lot, moving out finally into the 9th, which is a really auspicious house. And there can be a lot of abundance and prosperity and things that come through there as well. So, I mean, it just kind of makes sense that maybe Virgo would be in this place. I mean, this may be a short reading. Let's just keep going. I don't know if there's anything else left. Let's see what else the last row has to say. Beautiful. Okay. Now, this may coincide with the latter part of the month because we do have Saturn retrograde and Neptune retrograde happening. Now, Neptune retrograde doesn't happen until the beginning of July. It's July 2nd, but we will feel Neptune slowing down for sure. And because Pisces is opposite of you, which is where those planets are right now, because it's opposite of you, you'll definitely feel it. So it feels like the latter part of the month, once we come into Cancer seasons, the effects of Gemini will probably subside a little bit. Now, that doesn't mean this is great momentum. And because of this momentum, I don't know that you'll be that swayed or anything like that, because I still see Three of Coins, a lot of collaboration, working with people, communication, building things. Maybe again, you have something coming in at work, some commission or something like that. This is very much about kind of the architect blueprints, putting things together, a lot of strategy, a lot of brainstorming, a lot of interpretation, so really working with people, working with others can be super, super positive for you. And then we hit the Five of Cups. Now, this is the only card that's kind of like meh in the reading, but it does suggest a sadness or a grief. It suggests maybe a sense of sorrow or regret or something along those lines. Now, when Neptune retrogrades, we can get more emotional. We can get a little bit more expressive of that emotion as well. But the good news about that is that it releases. Okay, so it does feel like something is surfacing here. It does feel private. Like, I don't know that this is something Virgo is really going to share or talk about. Now, at the beginning of the month, you probably have no idea what this is. So this may be one of those instances where you may want to watch this video back at the end of June to really get an idea of like, okay, well, how did this really manifest? Because it probably won't be clear moving in. But as the month progresses and we get more and more toward the end of June, you'll probably start to feel that heaviness, okay? And really what this does is, it does feel like you're kind of pulling in with these two cards here. But that may be one of the reasons too why you're kind of so attractive right now, is because you're not out there trying to like grab and grasp, and there's no desperation at all. It's so internal. But I do think you're processing something kind of deep, kind of heavy. But this last release, it feels, with that Page of Swords next to it, it does feel like you have a burst of emotion. You let it out. Maybe you cry a little bit. You get angry a little bit. You kind of feel whatever you need to feel. And then it's done. Page of Swords. It's like you're free. It's like an immediate freedom. And there's learning, there's understanding. This is very Hermit, very Virgo. This is such a private, this really is super private. And this is why maybe it's just like people don't know this is going on. So yes, you can be in this state of joy and this state of attraction and magnetism. And yes, you can draw in all sorts of things. And there can be a significant input and output going on. And you can have a lot of victory and success. But on the internal world, I think Virgo is still like working through some stuff. And you're still growing and you're still developing. And maybe one of the reasons too why you are being so successful is because there is a significant level of humility that's coursing through all of this because of this Five of Cups. Now, you may not, again, like I say, you may not really understand what the Five of Cups is until later, but it's going to have an undertone throughout the course of June as kind of like the base. This is kind of like a base card, center bottom. So it's kind of supporting everything else. So the center bottom card is underlying everything else. Five of Cups brings humility, which is why probably you're like, okay, great. I'm so happy for this great thing. But I also know how fleeting things can be. Again, it's not you being negative. It's not you tapping into a scarcity mindset or whatever. It's the detachment. That's why like there's a lot of detachment that happens when we're in a humble place, because like we will gratefully accept the good, but it's like, but everything balances out. Like, yeah, I'll take the good. Thank you. You take it, you accept it. If it's someone hiring you, you do the work, you do it gratefully, you do it well, you do it to the best of your abilities, right? You do all of that. And you give it your all, you give it 100. But that 5 of Cups is like, stay humble. Stay humble. And maybe it's been a problem for you. Maybe that 5 of Cups has been a little negative in your life in the past. But I also think that it plays a role. And at least this month, it plays a role in your success. So it's not bad, and it's not meant to be demonized. But I do think you're going to have freedom from it very quickly. There may be a release of it. Like I say, sadness or anger, something from your past, something that you are still kind of hanging on to, or maybe there's a little bit of blame being placed on something. You blame a person or blame a parent for doing X, Y, or Z, and this is why I am the way I am, right? Whatever. Wishing that maybe you could be a little bit more this way or a little bit more that way or something like that. Maybe being a little bit hard on yourself, right? All that. But again, I kind of just think you just shake it off and be like, why am I doing this? Page of Swords. I want to be free from this. I don't want this to continually be this underlayment of everything that I do, this insecurity or this sadness or this regret or this fear of regret or whatever. I just want to be free from this. And maybe this is a bit of a wake-up call that happens because this Pluto retrograde, by the way, Neptune retrograde, Neptune is stopping at the 29th degree of Pisces. Okay, so it's a very strong degree when he retrogrades. And of course, Saturn also retrograding opposite of you as well. So it does kind of make sense that there's kind of this harshness to it a little bit near the end of the month. But it's also very healing. And that's the thing about the Pisces Virgo axis, is that this is like the healer's axis, is what I call it anyway. I call it the healer's axis. There's physical body healing, there's spiritual healing. It happens all at once. And Saturn is here to kind of manifest this stuff, the karmic stuff, for us to contend with, to help us dissolve these structures so that we can be free from them. And I think you are going to find a layer of freedom. But once you hit that, like, why is this coming up for me? Oh, well, Neptune's retrograding, Saturn's retrograding. Okay, yeah, so it comes up, but it comes up into your consciousness for you to understand what's driving so much. Because maybe this aloofness that you're exhibiting, because it does feel very aloof. Because normally I would like look at this top row, like if the Queen of Coins was flipped and she was looking the other direction, I think you'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so great, amazing. Yes, please, 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 please. I love this Knight of Wands. I love this 10 of Cups. I love it. I love it. But she has her back turned to it. But she's still receptive. She's still a feminine entity, right? Earth energy is feminine. So she's still receiving. And then there's still output here with the work that's done. So the flow is there. There's no like clog anywhere. It's just like, maybe you're like, why am I not more excited about this? Or why am I not more happy? Right? Because this is what I wanted. I want this. I love this. It makes me feel good. Like, but there's just that detachment just there. And I think it's rooted in the 5 of Cups. And there will be a layer of understanding that exposes itself through the process of the retrogrades. We already have Pluto retrograding, right? So we're kind of making our way into the retrograde stuff. So we're going to start feeling things kind of, circling back a little bit. And it is during retrogrades, though, that things come to light very commonly because we internalize a lot. So that's when things start to come out. So it makes sense that this is happening astrologically. So don't worry about the 5 of Cups. You've still got so much momentum throughout June. Because again, your ruling planet, boom, goes straight, really goes straight through Gemini and on into Cancer. It's moving very, very quickly. And we have Venus in Gemini. We've got Sun in there. We got Jupiter in there now. So there's just a lot of this 10th house energy, which is all about your life path, your purpose, where you're going. There's a lot of direction there. So you're not lost. You're not in a weird place. It's just the energy, like the way you're kind of receiving it is very different. It feels different. but I do think there's going to be a lot of blessings for you, and I do think you're going to have a lot of joy. Okay? Now we're going to continue this reading. I'm going to pull out a bunch of new cards. We're going to talk for another 25 to 30 minutes in the comprehensive reading. So if you want to join, the link to join me there is in the description box in the pinned comment thread down below. So let's go ahead and get started clarifying these cards. So for the Queen of Coins, what does Virgo need to know about the Queen of Coins? We have Justice, Balance, King of Cups, and the Sun. High gravity. I don't know what to tell you. Everything gravitating around Virgo right now. Jupiter in the 10th, the Fool, Hierophant, Two of Cups, Four of Coins, 10 of Cups. I told you it was wanted. 9 of Cups. Getting such a good feeling for that Knight of Wands. Ace of Swords. Hanged Man. And the Tower. Another Page of Swords. 10 of Swords. 4 of Swords. There's the internal stuff. And then Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Ooh, 3 of Coins on 3 of Coins. Really liking that. We'll pull 4 since we got a repeat. The Moon and Temperance. Another Queen of Coins. You're coming out real earthy. 8 of Coins. And the Star. See, it's not bad. 5 of Cups is not bad. Ace of Cups, 10 of Coins. Page of Wands. I mean, 10 of Cups and 10 of Coins. I don't even know that I have anything to worry about with my Virgos. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you all so much. If you want to join again for this reading, the second part of this, description box in the comment thread down below. Have an amazing June, Virgo, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.